Welcome to episode 8 of the Wing It FM podcast. We are joined today by the mad scientist. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing quite fine, thank you. Hi, guys.
And we also have the regulars with us today. Sammy, how you doing?
Guten Tag, guten Tag.
Is that German?
Yeah, I think so. German viewers, hello. And English, and everyone else. Hello.
And Rampant, how you doing, mate?
Bonjour.
Yeah, konnichiwa.
For God's sake, man. Sammy,
Should I do this in Danish?
Oh yeah, say hi in Danish, Mad.
Hi.
yeah, we're all doing good, I think.
Yeah, so today's topic is on languages. No, I'm just joking. Following our previous topic last week of success, today's topic is on STEAM achievements. So before we head into that, we're going to go into our Football Manager save updates. So as the guest, Mad Scientist, you can go first.
Oh, thank you very much. Actually, I have quite good news because yesterday I reached Twitch affiliate.
Hey,
Congratulations.
Hey, well done.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I have one Twitch save going on. It's, of course, with my 95-96 database. And it's my Matthew Letitia challenge. My objective from beginning was to create a team around Matt Letitia and just sell every other guy on the team. And we're 2 seasons in at the moment. But it's been a struggle, really a struggle. Southampton was a poor team in the mid-90s. But Letitia, he is a pure legend, absolutely. We finished the first season the lower part of mid-table. And the second season we are halfway in and it's difficult. Even though we strengthened the team with a lot of players, I found a 19-year-old Dutchman named Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Good player.
Absolutely. And then I got Christian Vieri, the Italian, on a free transfer. And then I got Craig Moore, the Australian. He's only 20 years old, former Rangers guy.
Rangers legend.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Rampant would know that.
He shouldn't, absolutely. And then Lee Sharp from Manchester United, I picked him up as well. So our team is more interesting right now, but it's very difficult. There's so many good teams in the 95 English Premier League. So yeah, that's my Twitch save for the moment, and I will be releasing a final FM18 Experience video series on YouTube very, very soon.
Awesome, great stuff. Yeah, I have to say I love your 95-96 database. Played as United offline and just absolutely smashed it and signed Ruud van Nistelrooy and all of the other guys that are like 16 to 19. It's absolutely blast from the past for me.
I'm so happy to hear that, Cookie, and the class of 92 is immense in that database.
They are. Ryan Giggs is just a world beater.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows I love your database because I actually did a full YouTube series on that, and I'm hoping you do one for FM19 because I'd love to do one again. Obviously I did it with Leeds, only did a season at the end, but somehow I got to the Champions League final with them. It was a great time, and I really enjoyed it. You made that database, to be fair, man. It was great stuff. You did that.
Thank you, mate. And I enjoyed very much watching your YouTube series when I found it. That was hilarious. Listen to you to pronounce the names. You didn't know the players and stuff.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. I didn't even know any of them because obviously I'm only 14, and that was whenever it was, like 80 years ago.
And pretty impressive taking Leeds to the Champions League final. Pretty impressive, I must say so.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
I've not had the pleasure of playing your database, Mad, because I've literally stuck to Kind Beef the whole way through. But yeah, I mean, certainly if I don't have any issue. I've had similar issues with FM18 for some reason on my laptop. It's probably getting a wee bit past it now. But yeah, I would love to see something in FM19 from yourself, because the amount of work I do editing as well, so I know the amount of work that you put in and whatnot, and it's fantastic, mate. Really good.
Oh, thank you. It means a lot to me, and you know, if you know the FM editor, it takes a lot of time. I probably approximately use 2,000 hours on the 95 database, and I have decided what I will start with for FM 19. Actually, I had a poll on Twitter, and it's going to be the 2003-04 season.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
brilliant.
That's definitely gonna be a database I do because I was born in that season. So that I'm sold. I'm sold. On that. I'm sold.
Cool.
I'm
Oh,
sold.
cool.
Is that the Arsenal season?
It
Where
is
they went unbeaten?
the invincible season. It is.
No comment being a Spurs fan.
I was about to mention Rampant won't be happy about that.
Okay, so head over to Sammy for your save update if you have one.
I do have one, but I don't know where I did it last week, so I'm going to wing it. Do you see what I did there? Wing it FM. Yeah. Where? So
Oh my god.
I don't think I finished the season last one, if I remember correctly. I don't think. I'm not sure. But I won the Champions League. Yeah, I won the Champions League. I won the FA Cup. I can't remember if I told you, but I won the Carabao Cup. And then I was so close to winning the Premier League, but stupid CookieFM and his Man United team. For goodness sake, they're so OP in this game, it's ridiculous. And then this season, you know, I was actually careful on the transfer budget. I didn't really feel like needing to bring in anyone, so, you know, I signed like 60 mil, sold 60 mil as well, so perfecto. But obviously playing in the club, I think it's a Club World Championship, isn't it?
Yes.
I won it against a Tunisian team, so that's quite easy because it's Tunisia. No offence. And then
Apologies to all our Tunisian listeners.
and then what's happened? I got through to the Champions. I got out of the Champions League group stages, so that's good. And yeah, we're about to get into the January transfer window, and I sold one of my best strikers that I signed last season for like 30 mil because it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and in the game he's 31. So yeah, I can bring in a 26-year-old bet who's the same as him, but I can keep him around for longer. So yeah, all good. And plus we're second, but Man United are below us, so I'm happy anyway. Whatever happens there, as long as we beat Man United, that's all that matters for me.
Sounds like the 90s all over again.
Jose Mourinho is still in charge, by the way. We're 11 years in. I'm just saying. He always seems to stay there. I bet you, if you had to simulate 1,000 years in the future, you'd still see Jose Mourinho in that Man United seat.
Or his son.
What, his skeleton? Okay, and over to you, Rampant, for your save update.
So, at the time of recording, I have literally recorded nothing. Sorry, I've not uploaded anything to YouTube, and I was doing so well, but I've obviously been busy with my Lowland League work and other stuff. So, we played Rangers. We obviously put them out the Scottish Cup, and then we played Dundee and thrashed them. We've got Rangers again, and they unfortunately beat us. A bit of revenge in the league, so we've got a game coming up against Partick, who are doing quite well. I think we are fourth and they're third, so that'll be a really interesting game because we're doing above expectation. Obviously, my expectation was like top six, which it would be fantastic. But we're doing really well at the moment. We're winning games, and it looks like we could go on a bit of a cup run in the Scottish Cup. So I'm quite happy with the save. Other than that, I have no idea since I've not been on FM what's coming up next, but certainly it'll be interesting.
Yeah, my save update is pretty much like Rampant's. I haven't uploaded since the last week, mainly because the baby boy has been unwell. He's got a bit of a virus, so he's just been throwing up. And I was actually, in fact, up at 1 o'clock in the morning the other night, sat in a pool of sick.
Sounds about right. Been there myself.
So there you go. But check out the episode 7, which is the next episode to the one that's already uploaded to YouTube. That's going to be live tonight at midnight.
Don't know what. I think CookieFM's save update there is like one of the best we've ever had. I think we should have an award for that.
It was sick, mate.
I see what you did. I see what you did there.
Okay, so moving on to our main topic of Steam achievements. So first thing we're going to do is just go around everyone and see how many Steam achievements we've got. Mine's for FM 18, so I've got 47 out of 77, which is 61%.
I'll go next then. I have 56 out of 77, which for me is not good because I've played like over 3,000 hours, but that equates to 73%.
That was high. I only have 44 out of 77, 57%. But I need to say that I recently just begun playing in the Football Manager game because the first 6 months after the Football Manager 18 release, I've been in the editor all the time.
I have probably the lowest out of all years. I've only got 26, which is 34%. But I have spent my entire FM 18 on Ken Beef with like less than 200 hours played. For FM 17, I'm cheating because I knew it would be really low compared to everyone else. I had 54 out of 86, which was 63%. So that'll give you a more realistic indication had I played FM as much as I did with like FM 17. So I beat you by a percent, Cookie, on FM 17. 1%.
Yeah, so what I think we should do now is just go through our favourite Steam achievement and a Steam achievement that we think is pointless in being there. So I'll go first. So my favourite one is Unstoppable Force, which is most league goals in a season. And that is by far my favourite achievement just because it just shows that you're smashing everyone and scoring lots of goals, which is part of my playing philosophy. Pointless Steam achievement for me is upload video for YouTube because 9 times out of 10 it doesn't bloody work.
I've been there.
And yeah, I just think it's completely pointless. So we're going the same order. So Sammy, over to you.
Okay, so for obviously the worst, I completely agree with the cook stuff. And then sorry about that, Cookie. I actually didn't like that at all. But that's good.
That's all right.
And then the best one for me has to be the staying at the club for 10 years. Obviously with Luton. Great, 10 years. Great. Best English manager in the world now. Yeah, boys, that's me. You're talking to that man.
Let's see how you do in the 2-game league, mate.
Yeah. Oh.
No, I'll do really well in that. I'll do really well.
And Mad Scientist for you?
Yeah, I absolutely do agree on the upload to YouTube. That must be the worst achievement, I think. And for the best, for me, it will be on the top of the world. You have won the World Cup. It took me 3 attempts. I uploaded some videos to YouTube where I simulated into my classic databases. So I played at the World Cup 1986 and I played at the World Cup 1990 and I won the 1994, I believe it was, yeah. So three attempts to get that achievement.
There's a lot of them actually that I quite like. The National Hero one, it's fairly easy if you're like say in the German league because you just have to get promoted. But if you go from say the English like league, say the Vanarama to the Premiership, or like I did with Ken Beef, I went from League 2 to the SPL. That's always pretty nice. That's obviously you have one promotion from the bottom to the top division in a nation. As I say, it's easier on some other leagues if you're like in Italy or Germany because you only have to be promoted. But if you actually do it properly and have to go up 4 leagues, that's pretty special, I think. In terms of silly ones, just ones that you don't have any control over, like going places, your board decide to build a new stadium. Obviously, there's rules in place that in FM, like you have to wait 25 years since the last sort of stadium update, so you have no control over that. So yeah, it's really hard to get unless you know there's a club that's going to build a new stadium. And Superb Strike, your player collected a Goal of the Season award. It's something you don't really have control over. So again, it's like it's really hard to get that as an achievement, I think, unless you're kind of fortunate or lucky. So I don't know if that should be an achievement as such, because again, it's not you that's sort of in control of it.
Do you know what? I've just realised with two others as well. There's one called Invitational, the venue invite a friend to a network game. I think that's just ridiculous, in all honesty. And then also one that's similar to the uploaded a video to YouTube one, but it's called Spread the News, which is when you post a status update.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
There's quite a few like that. They're just completely administration pointless ones.
Like, as I was saying, I get the ones that you can't concede in like 30 games. I think that's like a movable object or something. Or no, a movable object. But like ones that are like Goal of the Season or Goal of the Month and stuff, some countries don't actually have Goal of the Month, so you can't get it if you're playing in every country, sort of thing. So it's like it really depends on what team you're at, and it's the same with like the ones that you have to sell a player for 50 million. Obviously, I'm going to lose out on a lot of achievements this year because I've just been at Cow and Beef. Whereas if I was, say, like Tottenham or something like that, I probably would have had more achievements because of different things, obviously, with the competitions and whatnot, like Goal of the Month, Player of the Week, and all that.
I think it's a good time to just talk about the Steam achievements and just, do we like them? Are they a bit boring? We've said a few of them are a bit pointless. For me, I quite like them. I'm sort of a completionist. I'd never complete like a game 100%, like on the PlayStation 4 or whatever. I've never got 100% on Steam achievements, but some, like back in the day, like FM 2010, 2012, I did try to get them, but it just took too long, and yeah.
In my opinion, I don't really care about achievements. Obviously, it's nice to complete it because then it says, "Oh yeah, I completed a game. Yeah, I'm cool now because all that lot." But does it really matter though? As long as you enjoy the game, achievements don't really matter unless you're bored. Then do it or whatever you want. Try and do the completionist like Cookie, and then everything will go well.
And for me, if only there was some achievements for the FM editor, I would probably have a few more, but I don't care a lot for them. I've been an achievement hunter on Xbox, but never in Football Manager. It's quite new, isn't it? The achievements.
Yeah, I think they started it in 2010 when they first started the like Steam only sort of the way you buy the game.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah.
I like them as well. I think it's nice to obviously when it pops up and whatnot. I don't actively go for them, sort of thing. I'm not a completionist or whatever you want to call it. I mean, one of my friends, you were talking about the Xbox there, Matt. One of my friends literally plays games just to go for achievements. You can scroll through his games, and I swear to God, he's got like 100% in all of them. And I'm like, to me, that's not playing the game. I don't even know. How could you get enjoyment out of doing that? That must have taken ages to get all the... And I swear to God, that's what he does. He plays every game, even like he's played, say, for the example, PES, and he's not a football fan, but he'll play PES for the achievements. To me, that's just crazy. And it's, again, FM, some of them are just a wee bit out of reach for like a person that's just wanting to play it casually. I was more sort of active in FM17 trying to go for them, I suppose. That's why I've got like 63%, but there's some other ones that are just, it would take way too much time, I think. And for someone like myself, I play World of Warcraft, spoiler alert, and there's loads of achievements on that to get, and it's kind of really hard to get some of them, so I just sort of give up, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm probably going to contradict myself, but I kind of agree. Like, I won't play a game just for the achievements. But if I'm playing a game like Football Manager or FIFA or whatever, um, it's nice to see like you've gone the whole
Yeah.
season and you've smashed all the league goals. You've not conceded in 10 games or whatever.
It's a good thing to have, but it's not like why I play it basically. Like my friend I mentioned, obviously, he literally just plays games for achievements, which I think's absolutely bonkers. And you should see, I can't remember the last time I checked his Xbox gamer score, but it's like the highest I've ever seen on anyone's. It's like a million. I don't know what it is, like seriously, but I think I've literally got maybe a 10% of what he has for a gamer score. So that lets you know how much like he's got, sort of thing.
I think it's a good point, a very good point, Rampant, because it can people can get obsessed with getting the achievements, and they're not playing the games right, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. It's like that with WoW. I mean, as I say, I've not played the new WoW actually. I do have the game, but I've not played it. But there was certain things I was going to trying to do to get achievements to unlock, like flying, for example, like to be able to fly in certain zones and whatnot. And it just becomes a grind, and you start not enjoying the game. So it's like, what am I doing? I mean, it's worth it when you do it, but at the same time, you're like, I could have just done this when I was playing the game, sort of thing, rather than actually going through the achievements to unlock things. You know what I mean? And it's like what I was saying about. I know I'm referencing WoW quite a lot, but it's like one of them games that you have to get achievements for certain things. I think if they had added that to FM, like, unless they had like unlockables or something, like retro shirts or a retro team or something, I don't think people are going to care about them that much unless they're like a completionist. It would be cool if you went, say, an unseason unbeaten and you got like a classic team on draft, like, you know, the Arsenal Invincibles or something like that. That would be a cool idea. But again, so unless there's an actual incentive to get them rather than the achievement itself, then I just don't bother with them, to be honest.
I don't know, that's a really cool idea.
Don't steal that, FM, if you're listening.
Well, I know on FM mobile you have to do the unlockable achievements to get like sugar daddy and be able to manage international teams and stuff like that.
Yeah, they've got that on FM Touch as well, I think. You have to you have to do certain things to get like other things unlocked as well, which is an interesting idea. But if they actually brought it into FM, then I don't think a lot of people would be happy unless it was like something extra, like something like a classic team or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a cool idea. Like doing what a team did in real life and then getting that team to use in the draft or, you know, in the verses.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. Yeah, for editor, I mean, it would be cool actually, Matt, to have editor achievements. Like even if it was just giving you credit as someone that maybe have made a file that people have downloaded. I know they've kind of got that, like where you can upload to the creator thing, but even if you made like a custom league like you have, and if they said custom league creator, or I don't know, mad, you could even call it the mad scientist achievement or something like that, you know. You know, so, but again, there should be more achievements around editor, I think, because if you're helping people, you'll know this yourself, Mad, obviously you've got a passion for it, you've put a lot of hours into what you do. When I first began YouTube, I was showing people how to use the editor and whatnot, and although people thank you, but it would be awesome to have like a Steam achievement for that, like, you know, community helper or something along those lines would be pretty cool.
Yeah, right, I agree, absolutely.
Going back to the stupid Steam achievement things, I've just been looking through while you're talking about that, and I found another one. Downloading an item from the Steam Workshop. I think that one's quite an interesting achievement.
I think I've done that actually. I think I downloaded, the women's database, not that I actually played it, because as I say, I've literally stuck to counting beef, but someone done a women's database, which I thought was interesting, and I think I've done a bit of a review on it, if I remember correctly, but I never actually played it. That one's like fairly easy to get though. But yeah, stuff like that. If like, say someone downloaded the file you made, that could, like, alright,
You should
okay,
get an achievement for that.
if someone downloaded it through Steam, then you would get an achievement for it also, as a creator, or something like that would be pretty nice.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Like another one here is you visited the in-game shop. They're just some of them are useless. Like I like the ones, for example, here where it says you won a nation's top league and cup competitions in the same season. I like them, but some of the stupid ones are totally unnecessary. And hopefully, fingers crossed, they remove them for FM19.
I mean, I'm not that bothered about them. But yeah, I think some of them are a wee bit pointless. Like, it's just simple things to get an achievement, rather than actual... Again, it's that thing where it's like, what's the point if you never want to go to the shop or you never want to do anything? If there was an incentive to get them, like in some games I've obviously referenced, then they might make them more important. But I think they're just sort of things that you get casually while playing the game, or that are like, oh, that's nice, I got that achievement. But again, I'm not overly bothered about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, some of them you have to be in specific leagues and specific countries and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think there's one for like Goal of the Week, and I can't remember what leagues feature it, but certainly I don't think Scotland does. I'm not sure about England.
No, they don't.
I think it might be Germany. I know Germany has Player of the Week.
Yeah.
So it could be Germany.
Come on, Cookie, you should know this. You're doing a German save.
I know. I haven't got Goal of the Week yet though.
Oh, because your strikers are too bad. I understand.
Cheeky.
I think we've pretty much exhausted the Steam achievements. Keep getting that wrong. Steam achievements topic. Yeah, if there's any comments you want to make or questions you want to ask us about Steam achievements, then yeah, drop them in the comments. And I think we'll move on to the quiz, which Rampant has prepared.
Oh dear.
Yep. So the special focus is going to be the
Thank
EPL.
God. Thank God.
Of course.
Because I wasn't sure what sort of everyone's base knowledge of the EPL was, basically, but I think that's the fairest league to go, because obviously I've mentioned Scotland and Italy and whatnot.
No.
So I think everyone's knowledge of the EPL is probably around the same. So
The issue is that last week you said you'd do a quiz on like 1965. I actually did some preparation on that, for goodness sake.
I actually said that the Chilean third division, to be honest.
It's close enough. It's close enough.
So the EPL, so it's from the period when it started in '92. So don't think way back. It's literally from when it was first established in like '92, '93 season, then forward. So it's all going to be sort of from that period. So it's quite modern-esque sort of thing, rather than way back in the past.
Sorry, just for everyone who doesn't know, can you please explain what the EPL is? Like me, because I have no clue what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, I do now.
Premier League. I think it was not just like the first division or something back
Yeah,
in the day.
it was. That's the good division, because that's the division Luton were in. Just saying.
Yeah.
So the rules for the quiz is Rampant will read the question. We can buzz in with our name at any point. So Mad Scientist, Cookie, Sammy. If one of us gets the question wrong, then Rampant will continue the question if he hasn't read all of the question already, and then you have to buzz in again to answer the question. So it's not immediately going to go to the next person, you have to buzz in again.
Is it okay if I just buzz in as Mad?
Yeah.
Thanks, cool.
Just your name, Mad, or just say Mad, or I usually just say Rampant, or Cookie would just be like Cookie or whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
So we'll start with...
Yeah, vaguely. I was about to have another coughing fit, but yeah, I'm good. Yeah, Karen.
So coughing fits do not count as buzzing in, if you're wondering something. Right, so the first question, there is 2 points up for grabs in this one, and obviously one point for each correct answer. So, which two EPL strikers are the only ones still playing in the league that are in the top 10 list of all-time top scorers?
Mate,
Anyone?
can you please repeat the question?
Sorry. So which two current EPL strikers are in the all-time top 10 list that are still currently playing in the EPL? So they're in the top 10 list of the EPL, but they're still playing in the EPL. There's only two of them.
That's hard.
That's a tough
Cookie.
one.
Oh, I don't know who got that. It was either Cookie or Mad.
It was Cookie.
I'll go with you, Cookie.
So I'm going to say Peter Crouch and Jermaine Defoe.
Oh.
Right, so you are absolutely correct with Jermaine Defoe. So there is still one.
Sammy,
Go ahead.
Jermaine Defoe and Harry Kane.
So you obviously I just said Cookie was right with Jermaine Defoe. So, Matt, do you want to get my go?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Did I at least get the second one right?
No, Harry Kane's not in the top 10.
What?
So
But he has to be in
Matt,
the top
have you got-
10.
Yeah, that's what I said. The two current strikers in the EPL that are also in the top 10 of all-time scorers in the EPL.
Can I buzz in again or not?
Do you want? Well, we'll go with Mad to see if he gets the second one, and then if you can guess, or I don't know.
Oh no, I've just realised who it is.
Mad, do you want to have a guess? We know Jermaine Defoe is one of them.
I'm such an idiot.
I can't even come up with the name. I'm sorry.
No one?
I
Cookie, I probably can't give you the point, but do you know who the second one is?
know who it is.
Aguero?
It is
Yeah, that was
absolutely
it.
Aguero.
Ah.
So the only two current EPL players that are in the top 10 are Jermaine Defoe, who's the 7th all-time. He has scored 160 goals in 493 appearances. And Sergio Aguero is joint 10th with Teddy Sheringham on 146 goals in 211 appearances. So Cookie has a point there. 1 point.
Good call,
That
Cookie.
is some scoring record.
Cannot believe it.
This one's going to be difficult as well, actually. But yeah, again, they're all in the EPL. It's all in the sort of post 92, 93 era. So, this question actually has that in it. So, since its inception in 1992, how many teams have played in the EPL? So, from that period, how many?
Cookie?
Go ahead.
46.
Okay. Sammy or Matt? We'll all have guesses.
Sammy,
Go ahead.
51.
Okay. Matt, you got an answer?
I go with 41.
It's tough. Cookie, did you say 46? And Sammy, you said 51?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the correct answer is 49 teams have played in the EPL since its inception. So Sammy will get the point since he was closest. Right, I'll just write that down because I'll end up forgetting.
So what's the scores currently?
It's 1-1. And
Me and you, Sammy. Me and you.
this one, I did not actually know about, to be honest, because it's quite a difficult question because I had no idea the team was even in the EPL because they were obviously in it quite early on. But which current League Two team is bottom of the all-time EPL league? So basically, all the seasons, there's a team.
Cookie?
Go ahead.
Swindon.
It is 100% Swindon.
Oh my god.
It's
Booyakasha.
Oh my
the
god.
the only time they played in the EPL was actually, I think, the second season. They got 30 points. They had 5 wins, 15 draws, and 22 losses. And there was 22 teams in the league, so it was out of 42 matches. Yeah, Swindon Town is the correct answer.
To be fair, that's quite impressive.
Get in,
That is
lads.
quite
Get
impressive.
in.
I had no idea that they were even in the EPL, to be honest. So Cookie's currently 2-1 up against Sammy. Okay, question 4. Which current EPL team, and as I say, current, there are in the EPL, has the most all-time defeats and all-time draws?
Cookie?
Go ahead.
Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Incorrect.
Matt. Yeah, let me try with Fulham.
Incorrect. Sammy, go ahead.
Oh, that's pressure.
Under pressure.
I'm just gonna say what's going through my head right now. I somehow have a feeling it's Newcastle, but I also think it's Cardiff. I'm torn between the two.
Well, I can confirm that both answers are incorrect. The
Oh, okay then.
so
Okay
so
then.
actually, Everton have the most all-time defeats and all-time draws in the EPL. They have 351 defeats and 287 draws, which I couldn't quite believe that it was Everton. But to think how long they've been in the EPL and that sort of stuff. So
Well, I thought it was Wolves because they were known for drawing, like always drawing back in the day.
yeah, but obviously they've spent time outside the league as well, whereas Everton have always been in the sort of EPL, like mid-table or whatever. So. Right, something a bit more current, I think. Hopefully you guys will know the answer. Question 5, I think Cookie's still 2-1 up. Which is the current highest attendance for an EPL game?
Sammy,
Go ahead.
90,000. No, that's the max capacity. No,
Sorry, well, do you know what game it was?
no, I know it's Spurs though, isn't it? Last season.
Do you know who they played?
No, I'd want to guess. I'd want to guess it would be like Arsenal.
That's actually correct, yeah.
Oh.
It's Tottenham Arsenal from Wembley. I'll give it to you because I should have really said what game it was. But yeah, it's Tottenham Arsenal from February. I believe Spurs beat them 1-0. Harry Kane, what a guy. The attendance was 83,222 people. So that makes it 2-2.
Boom.
So we've got a
shakalaka.
tie. Oh, this is probably out of them all. This is probably a fairly easier one if you just think about it all basically.
Okay, so is it just me and Sammy on this one?
Yes, unfortunately, Mad. It's 2-2 between Sammy and Cookie, so we will just go with Cookie and Sammy.
Of course. That's cool. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
It's been to be honest, if had you been asking me these questions, I probably wouldn't have got half the answers too. I literally just researched this. Like Everton and Swindon Town, I would have had no idea. So it has been quite a hard quiz, but this one's actually fairly easier, and that's why I left it for the bonus. So, which player has appeared in the most EPL seasons?
Wait, is this in his
Cookie,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ryan Giggs.
That is 100% correct. That's Ryan Giggs. Every season from 92-93 to 2013 to 2014, Ryan Giggs, he played in 22 EPL seasons. He's appeared in the most. So, well done, Cookie. You are the quiz champion.
Had to be a Man United based question though. But don't know what. I need to give it props to Rampant for being the first ever non-controversial quiz ever on the Bing FM.
I tried to word it a wee bit fancier, to be honest. I should have kept it less fancy.
Yeah, fair play. Good quiz.
Ryan Giggs was an easy answer, though, I think.
For me, because I knew it.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you don't know the question, it's not easy.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't know about football, it's not easy. See? It's not easy to everyone, Rampant.
Nope. Oh wait, that means Cookie, you're the quiz guy next week, aren't
I
you?
can never host a quiz anymore. Grr.
It's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while, Sammy.
No.
Yeah.
Since the second one, I've dropped off my form.
Although, to be fair, the guests have always chosen Rampant to host.
Or you.
I think they're trying to tell us something.
Creator of the week this week has to go to a streamer this week. He's currently streaming Maidstone United. He's in the Premier League, and it goes by the name of RegistaFM. He is a great streamer and an all-round content creator as well. Great lad. You know, I've seen him on the Absolute FM Discord quite a few times because he's obviously a founder on there.
Yeah, well done, Regista. Absolute great content creator. Regista is a great streamer. I think he's he had a little bit of a break from Maidstone, didn't he? He did Barcelona. I've really enjoyed the Barcelona one because he was focusing on young players and new gens, regens, that sort of thing, and trying to find like the next Messi and Suarez and that, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, he also did, obviously, during England's World Cup campaign, which, by the way, was absolutely amazing. I'm just saying that from my standpoint. Sorry to bring that up. But he also did an England playthrough that I remember watching. It was so tense. But yeah, it was just amazing. Great stuff.
Yeah, I really like Regista's stream as well. It's well-deserved Regista, and the Barcelona stream was very, very cool. And I saw last night that he resigned from Maidenhead.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
It was in the Discord this morning saying that he's resigned from Maidstone.
What?
And everyone was like, "What?"
Oh,
What? Wait, what?
that's
Has
crazy.
he actually done this?
Well,
Has he actually done this? I cannot believe it. One of my favourite streamers I can't believe it. I'm literally just confirming this. Oh my god, he's literally done this. He's literally done this. Sorry, boys. This is emotional. This is emotional.
I'm not like big on like Twitch for FM and stuff. Like obviously I'll watch Mozza and JC and stuff like that. But yeah, Regista was one of the earlier ones on Twitch I was watching. I've not watched his content in a wee while, but yeah, certainly he's always been good and whatnot. So, but yeah, I need to get more into the Twitch scene. But obviously I'm a firm YouTube guy, as you guys know, as I've mentioned to people crossing over to Twitch. I think yous are traitors and whatnot. So, Cookie, looking at you.
I'm gonna have content on both, so that's all right. And you can just come watch me rampant. You can be my one viewer.
I'm only joking mad, by the way. I just have a laugh about this because I'm totally on YouTube. But yeah, Twitch is getting more to be my thing, I think. But I don't think I would personally ever do it. I'm more of a
Can't
YouTube
believe
person.
Regista, man. I'm so shocked.
That was like me with Danny Alves last week.
Well, if you haven't heard last week's pod, it's hashtag Danny Alves, and you need to go and listen to it. So we are getting to that part of the podcast where it's near the end. So we're going to ask everyone for their plugs. And thank God JC is not here. We'll start with the Mad Scientist. So where can everyone find you?
Yeah, everyone can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter under the name of the Mad Scientist FM.
And Sammy?
You can find me at TheSammyDoda FM on Twitch and YouTube, and at TheSammyDoda on Twitter. You can also find me somewhere else in a few weeks, hopefully, in the preparation for FM19. Wink wink emoji.
Eyes emoji. And Rampant?
You can find me on Twitter and YouTube and never on Twitch.
And you can find me on Twitter at CookieFM_ and CookieFM on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. You can find the podcast on Twitter at WingingItFMPod. The podcast is also on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. Please follow, subscribe, and leave any feedback for us in the comments. Thank you for the Mad Scientist joining us today. Really appreciate you coming along.
Oh, thank you guys. It was a pleasure. I'm sorry I bummed out in the quiz, but thank you for having me.
That's a privilege.
Yeah, it was really great to have you on.
Thank you guys.
And thank you for listening today.